Welcome everybody, Souldin of the Grin brothers here, and it's time for another episode of Tea Time. Now then, for today's tea, I am at long last, I've had this tea for a while, trying out my Wittard's Pomegranate White Leaf Tea. A sumptuous white tea with a flavour of sweet pomegranate. Ruby red pomegranate is a fruit of myth and legend. Characterised by its sweet yet sharp taste, pomegranate is a perfect complement to our great, gently fragrant white tea. Let this luxurious combination lift your spirits. And it's only now, after quite a while, that I'm finally trying out this pomegranate white leaf tea without milk, because it smells ever so strong to begin off with. But it smells nice strong, kind of like the Very Berry Crush I've been having, but more like a pomegranate. But the reason I'm having this long last, aside from needing a tea for this tea time, is hey, it's my birthday! Not the day I'm uploading this tea time. I don't know when I'm uploading this tea time. You're probably watching Sonic and the Black Knight videos at this point. But I am recording this tea time on my birthday. And there wasn't really anything specific I had in mind when thinking of making a birthday tea time. Originally, I was thinking of doing like a Nanka's Pokemon Miiverse Adventure advertisement video, which is something I still want to do, but I've been so busy with work as of late, I haven't really had the time to organise that, and I kind of feel I want to commission maybe, nice catchy artwork, aside from showcasing my own, probably far less well done artwork that would be showcased. So that I put on the back burner and thought, I'll do that at a proper time. I've got more time to prepare that. So for today's tea time, I ended up coming up with another idea. Originally, I was thinking of doing a list of something, but then I thought, nah, you know what? Let's just make this a free talking tea time like I've had in the past. Just a general conversation, and one I don't believe I've actually commented on previously before. If not, it's, I'll have to check through the tea time to make sure I haven't actually already covered this sort of subject before, but I don't think I have. And that is, well, a Kirby. This is a tea time just about Kirby. I haven't thought of a name for it. I've literally noted down on my list of details for it, Kirby focused tea time. This isn't going to be a top 12, top 6 list of Kirby games. This isn't going to be focused on some specific aspect of Kirby games. Or rather, the only specific aspect I'd say to it is why I like Kirby games. Or just trying to just a general conversation about Kirby games and how I enjoy Kirby games. So, for those of you who know me, again, the title will have popped now, whatever I've finally managed to think of for it. For those who know me or have watched the videos, I may have mentioned it a few times, but my favourite video game series is the Kirby series. Platformers, I'd say, are probably my third favourite genre, and Kirby is primarily a platforming series, though it's had quite a few spin-offs. And Kirby is easily one of my favourite video game characters, if not my favourite video game character. I've yet to go about making that sort of list before, so, might be a bit of a debate there. And Kirby's Fun Pack for the SNES, which some people may know as Kirby Superstar, is my favourite video game of all time. So then, I really like the Kirby series, as is pretty evident from the fact, Kirby's Fun Pack is my favourite game, and I'd say amongst a lot of my top 10, top 20, sort of top 50, a lot of the sort of entries, if I were to list them out, a lot of them would be Kirby games. I love Kirby's Adventure Wii, I love Kirby Triple Jux, Kirby Planet Robobot, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Kirby Air Ride, Kirby Mass Attack. These are in no particular order, by the way, so don't try to think this is, again, listing out my favourites. Heck, I enjoyed Kirby Canvas Curse. Been playing that with Rafi. Not on a recording or anything, we were just playing it on the side as a co-op game, sort of without the recording element, and we really enjoyed playing through that, which is surprising given I think it's Kirby and the Power Paintbrush, the DS one. I didn't enjoy that one. That's pretty much like the only Kirby game I've played that I haven't enjoyed. I'd say put that as like a 4 out of 10 maybe. I've enjoyed Kirby's Dream Course. I've enjoyed Kirby's Pinball Land. Kirby's Pinball Land is really good. I was surprised at how good that is. That's a very enjoyable pinball game. So yeah, I just really like Kirby games. I feel they're easy to get into. That's always an appealing element. And that was a very appealing element for me as a kid. I first got into Kirby playing Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. and very quickly after, I think only like a couple of months afterwards, ended up playing Kirby's Fun Pack on the SNES. I believe when it came to the SNES, the first game I actually played was actually because it was my oldest brother who got the SNES. I remember the day him actually getting that for his birthday. And with it, he got Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World, and Kirby's Fun Pack. We got it very late on, getting the SNES. And it was Super Mario World we first played, and All-Stars, sorry, that we first played, though it was specifically Super Mario World I did play first, on the SNES. And I enjoyed it, but compared to playing Kirby, which had a huge advantage in the form of local co-op, Super Mario Brothers, you took turns. With Kirby, you didn't take turns. And that was mind-blowing. When you have 3 brothers, 2 older and 1 younger, when you basically just grow up with siblings in general, having co-op games mean an awful lot to you. And being able to play with either my older brothers or later on my younger brother, which I do now as part of my channel, it's the primary thing about our channel actually. So, it's a really important sort of factor. It's a huge improvement on any game. But even standalone, Kirby's Fun Pack is again my absolute favorite game. I mean, the co-op is what pushes it to be number 1 over other games which I'd say are close to it, like Final Fantasy IX and Sonic Adventure. But that co-op element is, what pushes it over the hurdle of those. But it'd still be within my top 10 even without co-op. They're easy to get into platformers. There are some platforming sort of challenges, but given the amount of flight you've got, usually the platforming isn't so much the difficulty. More so, it's the obstacles get in your way, particularly the enemies. There's a surprising amount of fighting depth to the Kirby games, particularly with Fun Pack with the multiple move options. So it's kind of like blending a platformer and a beat-em-up in a way. You know what I mean by that, as in you're thinking less about jumping most of the time. Most of the obstacles of, pitfalls of death are usually from you trying to run away from something or you being knocked off of something and not properly sort of flying back in time. Or you using like rock or wheel and accidentally knocking yourself off the sort of edge of a pit. It's, less focused on worrying about death via whether you can make a precise jump, because of course you can fly all the time, and more of the enemies and obstacles getting in your way and preventing you from properly jumping and continuing on the path. And I really like that. I really like the sort of beam-up combat element that the Kirby games do have, thanks to a great amount of abilities and the amount of moves you can do with them. Honestly, starting with Kirby's Fun Pack being my second Kirby game, and I didn't realise there was so many other Kirby games back then, of course. Going from Kirby Dream Land to Kirby's Fun Pack meant it was a bit of a shock when I moved on to other Kirby's games. Because until sort of Squeak Squad, the Kirby games didn't actually have the multiple moves of their powers. So it was really bizarre going from Kirby's Fun Pack, and then you got Kirby N64, aka Kirby and the Crystal Shards, wherein you're limited to only having one attack, sort of primarily for your various abilities. And I feel maybe that's part of why I don't tend to hold Kirby and the Crystal Shards that high up. Kirby and the Crystal Shards is a strange one in my opinion, because it's the best story-wise. I love the supporting characters. I really wish the likes of King Dedede, Adeline, and Waddle Dee were playable constantly throughout it. And as anyone who knows about me from fanfiction.net or my profile page, I do proclaim that my favourite Kirby shipping is Kirby times Ribbon. That ending for Kirby Crystal Shards is absolutely adorable, and I was like, such a shame that the Kirby Crystal Shard characters haven't actually returned at any point. More specifically, the Adeline and Ribbon, because I'm pretty sure Dark Matter has popped up every now and again. But I really enjoyed the story. So, and the cutscenes to Kirby and the Crystal Shards. But I always felt the gameplay was a little bit off there. It felt a lot more slow and stunted. Part of that was the lack of the combat ability. The combat variety. You didn't have numerous moves per ability. And I just feel the larger size of Kirby in it just kind of makes the game feel a bit sluggish. It's weird to say that I enjoy high speed towards a Kirby game, but I do feel it has a very quick flow and pace to it. Or rather, a consistently quick flow and pace. It's not like it's amazingly fast, and it's not like you're moving around at Sonic the Hedgehog speeds, but you flow quickly. And I feel Kirby in 64, it flowed slowly, very slowly. And with limited flight in that game, you actually did have to care a bit more about the platforming. So yeah, other things I like about the Kirby games, aside from, just in general enjoying the Kirby gameplay. Well, the world's absolutely charming. The Kirby worlds are always lovely. I love the fact that the stages are often using alliteration. I love the simple character designs. They've always stuck well in my head. Absolutely loved Chili's design. Ice was my favourite power-up as a result of loving Chili's design. You get the Blade Knight and Sword Knight. They had really cool designs. Yeah, enemies in just general had really nice designs to them. Love the little witches, which get you clean in Kirby Dream Land 3. With thanks to the Virtual Console, I've gone back to play quite a few Kirby games, and it's quite nice getting to encounter those I never sort of grew up with, such as Kirby Pinball Land and Kirby Dream Land 3, Kirby Dream Land 2 as well. Ku, Kine, and Rick, Choo Choo, and Nago, and I can't remember the other one, the little bird. That was a surprise, I've got to say. Kirby 64, sort of seeing those sort of stone transformations, I had no idea who they were. And of course, I eventually found out about them thanks to Smash Bros. Melee. But I didn't really get to properly see them for the first time until I actually got around to playing Kirby Dream Land 3. Kirby Dream Land 2 first, then Kirby Dream Land 3. And thinking about me and Rafi were also playing Kirby Dream Land 3 on the Wii U Virtual Console. We need to finish that one off as well. We were taking our time because we were constantly trying to get the 100% completion. And some of those missions take quite a few retries. In any case, it's just been random ramblings about the Kirby series here. But that was kind of the idea regarding this tea time. It's just a relaxed thing to enjoy my birthday. And so I'm going to continue to relax and enjoy my birthday by trying out this pomegranate tea at long last. I'm pretty sure I must have brewed this wrong. It says on here it's supposed to be smooth with a sweet intensity, but there's no sweetness to it. This is very bitter. Not very nice at all, actually. I must have messed up with the making of it. After all, it is a white tea. I probably should have waited longer for the kettle, let it through the lid off. It was probably too close to boiling temperature. With white tea, I'm pretty sure it's white tea if I remember correctly. You have to wait until it's preferable when you wait until it's about 80 degrees. And that's probably why this one hasn't turned out well. I don't think it's the time I've left with the tea, because it doesn't go out until the May? Yeah, May of this year. So it should still be good. Lapsang Souchong, a tea I've previously liked, that I've apparently sort of had confirmed that tea, it kind of expires in a way and starts to taste absolutely horrible. Before the expiration date, the longer you keep it, the worse it starts to taste. Weird that. That was disappointing. I've got to try again to brew that properly. I've got more tea brewing kit and stuff for my birthday though, so that should be easy to do. So anyway, back to Kirby. Just, general Kirby about things I like. Like I said, I like the gameplay, and, reasons I like the gameplay. Co-op's always been a big element to that, so I was absolutely thrilled to bits when Kirby's Adventure Wii came about and had co-op again. The characters and worlds are all very charming. Regardless of regardless of whether it's a spin-off or a mainline game, or even being made by another team, the world's always great. There's always a cute vibe to it. Not just in terms of designs, but everything feels cute in a sense. But then they also got that hidden darkness to it. Something I quite like is sort of like stories wherein it's comedic, but you have that serious dark undertone sort of pop up every now and again. I don't like stories with things which are dark all the time, but I do like when you're able to add something that's relaxed, but then actually have those serious sort of themes and such pop up and sort of serious moments that feature within it to sort of give the sort of comedic things a bit more depth. And I feel what goes on with Kirby. You have stuff like Dark Matter, which is an incredibly dark premise in O2, wherein O2's villainous reason is simply because he can't feel anything but negative emotion. He has literally been cursed to live the worst life possible. And all of it is kind of juxtaposed by Kirby and the sort of sweet innocence and the general good-naturedness of Dreamland. And it's so nice and relaxed. I mean, the worst plots that have happened from a Dreamland Citizens include King Diddy stealing some food, just generally being greedy and gluttonous, then I tried to take it over to make it more serious. And, okay, then you got Marx, who was, terrifying. Absolutely, gosh darn, terrifying. But I do love, the sort of consistent sort of dark things sort of popping up in sort of to just really clash with the rest of the Dreamland aesthetics. It's kind of funny how it's as people joke, it's like Kirby's fought constantly against eldritch abominations. And it's pretty wonderful, because you got this cute little puffball. Again, wonderful design because he's so easy to draw. I don't say that about just about any character, but Kirby, you can draw Kirby. It's hard to mess up Kirby. It was always great to see this cute little puffball sort of fighting against these just terrifying designed characters, often with the worst sort of high-pitched screeches you can imagine. And what sounds always nice. Kirby's generally had a pretty nice soundtrack, something that's always nice to listen to. Some great finale boss music, like the Mark's tune just really sets the tone well. Again, it's cute and fluffy and all that, but they really do well at saying a creepy tone or a sort of epic tone to the moment. Planet Robobot in particular was really good at saying an epic tone for its final boss fight. I do remember that. Triple Deluxe likewise. They've gotten better at saying the epic tones over time, whereas before the final boss fights were more on the creepy side of things. But yeah, basically, I love Kirby. That's literally what this is about. Honestly, this would probably work better if Rafi was here, so I could actually, share thoughts with someone on it. But I guess if anyone's willing to comment, you people are the ones I'd be glad to share thoughts with on the Kirby series. What do you think of the Kirby series? My absolute favourite video game series. What are your favourite things about it? What are your least favourite things? And obviously, what is your favourite Kirby game? These are all the sort of big important questions to ask. And that's pretty much sums up the entire thing. It's disappointing how the pomegranate tea turned out. I'll have to try that again because it smells so nice. Although actually, now that I smell it, its flavours started to disappear. In terms of smelling its flavour, as it were. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe I did. I'll have to try that again to make sure I didn't mess up myself. In any case, yeah, that's me talking about Kirby in a random way. I hope you all enjoyed, and please feel free to share your thoughts of Kirby as a character and Kirby the video game series. Cheerio, everyone!